Hi, welcome back to Why Communication Matters. My name is Anmol, and today we'll be speaking to Andryl, co-founder of Fat Belly, Singapore's first alternative steakhouse. So hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Tell us a bit more about Fat Belly. Like, how did the concept of Fat Belly come about?
Yeah, so Fat Belly started in 2017. We just wanted to sell the flat iron at an event, and somehow it went pretty viral during the 1 month event. So we decided to do a speakeasy sort of concept with just 10 steaks, 10 seats, and 4 sides. So that's how Fat Belly started 4 years ago. Things started to get popular, and then that's when customers have been asking us to bring in more types of steak other than the 2 cuts that we have. So we worked with our suppliers who actually work very closely with farms, and that's when we realized that the other parts of the cow could actually taste even better than the prime cuts that you're familiar with.
So you would say that alternative steaks are actually more flavorful than your typical?
Yes.
All right, see, I didn't know that. It's great to know. So, setting up an F&B business, of course, is difficult. So did you have any challenges when you were starting, Fat Belly? Because I understand that it was 10-seater and then you expanded quite quickly after as well, right? So did you face any challenges initially? You're trying to get the word out, trying to, market to different people?
Yeah, so I think the key thing about F&B is that we realized that it's very important to get the word out. The issue we had at the point of time was that we had a good product, but no one knew that we existed. So that was the problem, and we realized that with Fat Belly, if we wanted this to go further, we would need to get the word out, and that's when we started finding out about the different ways on how to market us and to tell everybody that we've opened.
So do you think that you faced a bit of challenges initially trying to figure out maybe the right sort of strategy to get the word out?
Yeah. So we would take part in marketing strategies. It would work for 2 to 3 months, and then we would see sales dip again because it's not a very constant sort of marketing strategy. So that's when we realized along the years that we've got to get something more stable and more consistent, so that people are constantly reminded of who Fat Belly is.
Of course, yeah. So what has changed, and what has been working for you essentially?
I think what has been working is that we've realized the value of marketing dollars. So we've been spending a lot more than we used to get the word out. And I think it's a very worthy investment. And if you market and tell people about yourself, customers will come in, and if they enjoy themselves, they write good things about you, they share things about you on Instagram. And
you have incredible reviews online. Everyone is just raving about it, but yeah.
Yes, so I think that's the key thing. It's, don't be afraid of a marketing budget. So that's something that I think we've gotten over the years. Because we used to like to save, we'll spend $10 a week to try and tell people about us, but that's obviously not enough. We had to spend a lot of money trying to get the word out. So thankfully, I think after 3 to 4 weeks, we kind of managed to figure out a thing that works, something that sells. I think we also realized that sharing content, constantly being in everybody's faces really helped to remind people to order from Fat Belly.
Yeah, that's true. So I want you to talk a bit more about Valentine's Day last year and this year as well. So tell me more about, your experience. I mean, that was kind of one of the first few times that you worked together as a team to really get the word out there.
That was a month into this whole
exactly. So how was that experience for you?
Okay, so I think it was the first time that we spent so much money on Facebook ads. So it was a bit scary, but the team was telling me no, enjoy, you're gonna do this. So we said okay, fine, we will just take a word for it and do it. And I mean, we sold out for the whole weekend. We ran out of food.
We ran out of food.
Yes.
That was. I was so happy when I got that text. I was like, you know what, well deserved.
Yeah. And I think we're really thankful to the whole team for that. I think that's why it's a great start to the relationship as well.
So I mean, given that digital marketing and social media marketing has been so successful for you and your brand, would you think that it would be beneficial for more F&B outlets to really get on board this putting in more resources essentially into being more online?
Yes, I think it's very important for any business. I think not just F&B to actually be online, to be visible online. Because we will never know when something else like COVID will happen, right? So we've got to be prepared, and we've got to make sure that we are always present, we are already there. And we are the first ones who are going to be there. We have to be at the forefront of it all, just to make sure that we can, be visible when the time is required, and also to maintain and to grow the brand as well.
Thank you so much for joining us. I just have one more question. So what does 2021 look like for Fat Belly? What do you hope to achieve in this next coming year?
Yeah, so I think we've just opened Fat Belly Social. So I think our plan for the rest of the year is really to expand the menu to expand to different parts of the cow further. We're currently, serving the beef tongue and the beef tripe, but we want to go further. We're going to push our boundaries to see how far our customers are going to enjoy this. And so I think that's our plan for 2021.
That's great. That's great. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining us. So if you've learned a thing or two, from our conversation, like, comment, subscribe, and
do more digital marketing.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Let us know down in the comments below what you've learned from our conversation today, and don't forget to like and subscribe.